called Superpowers. Today I'm going to tell you a secret. I have superpowers. Superpowers I used to save lives several times a day. One of the first times I saved someone, I was 10 years old. I had put my family in danger and now I had to save them. What I had done to endanger them was I accidentally had the thought that my family might get sick or hurt and die. Now I was utterly terrified that unless I knocked on wood over and over and over and over with perfect precision ending on a safe number of knocks, then my whole family would die and it would be my fault. It took close to an hour, but I did it. I saved them every single night for months. You see, when you have OCD, it's not uncommon for your thoughts to give you superpowers. The possibly useful but very dangerous superpower that thinking something could make it come true. As a kid, I was deeply afraid my thoughts could affect the safety of those around me, so I spent hours doing compulsions, these weird behavioral and thought rituals to keep everyone safe. All of this responsibility was very confusing. Why was I so dangerous? Why could only I save them? Why weren't these thoughts and rituals my choice? It would be another decade before I knew I had OCD, but it was already taking up so much of my time, even though I knew with almost complete certainty that just because I thought about something bad happening, it didn't mean it would happen. With almost complete certainty. But mixed in with almost complete certainty, all you need with OCD is one tiny droplet of doubt. Given to a compulsion once, the doubt grows a little. Given twice, it doubles. Given 3 times, and it explodes. If you were wondering, my family never died any of those nights. The fear gradually faded, and although I occasionally get the urge to knock on wood to lower my anxiety, I don't have to anymore. But that's the thing with OCD. It is the best shapeshifter I have ever encountered. Once you get rid of one fear, a new one pops up. Then as you work to get rid of this fear, the old one comes back. If you care about anything or anyone, OCD latches on for attack. Everything you do takes longer than it should. And that's because everything comes with a rulebook. An enormous rulebook detailing what you can and cannot do, and everything you absolutely must do to keep the universe safe from all the destruction you personally could cause. By following a handy-dandy rulebook, you too could evade disaster 100 times a day, starting from the second you wake up. First, when choosing what to wear, better not wear anything blue or something bad will happen. Next, be sure to unplug everything in sight and touch the light switch just right before you leave, or the whole building will burst into flames. Next, better not go anywhere without a water bottle, or you will die immediately. Next, when doing homework, reread that sentence 2, 5, 10, 15 times, even if it takes an hour to read a few pages, so you absolutely do not miss any information. Next, allot at least an hour to get ready for bed. With enough useless rituals, it could easily take that long. Next, spend 15 minutes checking you set your alarm clock. Otherwise, you may miss class and will be hated. And finally, hope you have enough time left for 6 hours of sleep. 5 is more likely. OCD follows you everywhere. The rulebook is extensive, always changing, and the more you give in to the terrorizing anxieties, the more the rulebook grows. In my head, I have saved thousands of lives, but does all of this make me a superhero if I can't live my own life? I spend so much time following all of these rules, instead of just living and being myself. Yes, disobeying the rulebook is possible if you take it gradually, but it is one of the hardest things you will ever do. This is why people with anxiety disorders are not cowards. They are some of the bravest there are, because they must continually confront what terrifies them. Bravery is what it takes to deal with constant anxiety, and more importantly, to fight back against anxiety so you can regain your life. Maybe that's my superpower. And most importantly, this is what OCD looks like. OCD is not a word that should be thrown around to mean clean, organized, particular, or tidy. You should see all the dirty dishes in my room. It's not a trendy quirk, so please stop pretending you want it. As I've been working on my OCD in therapy, I've seen glimpses sometimes of what freedom from looping thoughts of disaster and stressful rituals can look like. And that gives me hope on bad days, like days when the stress of one midterm can take away months of hard work and progress. But I keep fighting back a little more every day, because I so badly want that freedom where I can finally live. Thank you.